Hey, what's up everyone, it's Ty here, and Happy New Year! That rhymed. Thank God 2020 is finally over. Normally in these end of year recap type videos, I go over the list of all the things that I wanted to accomplish in the year. However, in very 2020 fashion, I actually forgot to make one. I just did not make a list of goals for 2020. And you know what? That's probably for the best, because honestly, who knows what would have been on it. But I still wanted to do something, so I did make a list for 2021. Here she is. So we're just gonna go over that. Number 1 on the list is to upload more. In 2020, I uploaded like 5 videos. And of course, I could come up with a list of excuses for that regarding quarantine and school and whatever, but really, I have none. Literally, Unisonis uploaded a video every single day of 2020 until November, so I have no excuse. I just fell into a creative slump and I couldn't make anything. And if I did record something, I wouldn't edit it. Or if I did edit it, I wouldn't like it and then I wouldn't post it. It was just an endless cycle. And I'm not taking that into 2021, so I'm gonna try to post more on this channel. However, I did post quite a few TikToks. I think TikTok was really good for me in 2020 because short form content was something that I did actually feel capable of creating. And you don't have to be all that original on TikTok because you can just kind of follow the trends. And I made a couple of videos that got over 100,000 views, so yeah. We also hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, which is crazy. 1,000 people. That's like more people than I've ever had follow me on anything. Number 2 on the list is to try gaming or streaming content. I think this kind of goes hand in hand with uploading more, but I got really into streamers recently. My friend Morgan, who some of you guys might know from my playlist videos, started streaming recently, and I've really had a good time watching her streams, so I think that's just something I'm really interested in trying. I don't know anything about it, but I'm gonna try. Number 3 on the list is don't be such a perfectionist. This, I think, also kind of goes with the last one. With streaming, everything is live, so I can't fix it if I mess up, I just have to keep going. Number 4 is learn from those around you. I don't really know how to explain this one other than just to like let people help me. If somebody knows something that I don't, then maybe ask them if I need that information. Pretty self-explanatory. Number 5. Put yourself out there. With 2020, it was kind of hard to put yourself out there because everything was virtual. And I did my best to, you know, put myself out on social media and interact with people that way, but it's just like, so I would just like to further put myself out there in 2021. Number 6, it's okay to just block people. I know that sounds kind of like the opposite of putting yourself out there, but hear me out. In the process of putting myself out there, I got some followers and DMs from people that were not the nicest. And instead of indulging people like that, I am allowed to block them. I find it really hard to block people sometimes because I feel like that I'm the rude one, even though like they said something homophobic to me and then I blocked them and like that's okay. So I'm just trying to like get it through my head that I don't have to be nice to everybody. If somebody is mean to me, I can block them. Even if they're not mean to me, if I'm just uncomfortable, I can block them. Number 7, say yes to new opportunities. Sometimes something will present itself to me and then anxiety is like, no, don't do it. What if something goes wrong? Which like is valid sometimes, but not all the time. Whether that be with auditions or something else, I just want to say yes to more things. Number 8 is write things down. Sometimes I have a thought and then I just tweet it so that it gets out into the universe, and I maybe shouldn't do that all the time. So instead of tweeting every individual thought I have, I'm gonna write stuff down. If I get an idea, I'm gonna write it down. Number 9, watch as many films as possible. In quarantine, I was very active on Letterboxd. I watched way more movies than I think I ever have in one year. I watched a movie almost every day for the month of December, and I had a lot of fun finding out about new films that I had never seen, and rewatching old ones. So I'm going to watch as many films as I possibly can in 2021. And hopefully the theaters will be open at some point because I deeply miss the movie theater. Number 10. Be a teenager while you still can. I'm gonna turn 20 this year. That's really scary to say and to think about. This is my last year as a teenager, and I want to do teenage things while I still can. I want to be a teenager while I still am one. Number 11. Don't get wrapped up in labels. It seems like there's a word for everything, and that's great. A lot of the time, I liked having labels when I was trying to figure out my sexuality and my gender identity, and sometimes labels are awesome and they help you figure things out and they're great, but other times, they're debilitating and they hold you back and they make things harder. Sometimes I get so caught up trying to figure out what the word that I need for the thing that I'm trying to describe is that I kind of lose the meaning of the thing altogether. So, number 12. fight for what's right. In 2020, we saw a lot of shit happen, the Black Lives Matter protests, and so much more. And I just want to continue doing advocacy work and fighting for what's right. I voted in my very first presidential election this year, and Biden got elected, so that is pretty pog, but it's not over yet. We still have so much work to do, and I want to be a part of that. Number 13, fake it till you make it. This one's a little cliche, but if you pretend to have confidence, you will gain confidence, and I think that's just something I need going into 2021. I need to, in my head, tell myself I can do it, and then maybe I'll actually do it. Number 14, hug all your friends when it's safe. Fingers crossed it'll be safe to hug people again in 2021. I don't know if it will be or not, but if I can get a vaccine and my friends can get the vaccine, I just want to hug my friends. I miss that. And finally, the quote that I put at the end of all of these lists, inspired by the one that Alexis Giselle did: take pride that even though the rest of the world may disagree, you still believe it to be a beautiful place. The world was not that beautiful of a place in 2020. I'll be the first to admit it. But I have to remember that good things did happen and good things will continue to happen. And at the end of the day, the world is still beautiful. It's what you make of it. A lot of great things happened for me in 2020 despite the pandemic. I went to New York for the first time and saw Hamilton on Broadway. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Ty here, and I saw Hamilton. I got my eyebrow pierced. I met Colin Jost from Saturday Night Live. I hit my 2 years on T. This is my voice, 2 years on T. I hit my 1 year post-op from surgery. I made a video that got entered into a film festival. I finished my freshman year of college, and I virtually started my sophomore year, finishing the fall semester with a 4.0 no less. I got my very first job. I grew out my hair and dyed it. I bought my first car. I got to star in one of Mason's virtual theater productions. I painted and redecorated my entire room, and so much more. So yeah, I think we can all agree 2020 was a bad year. And just because we're going into 2021, it doesn't mean it's gonna get any better. The pandemic is not over, but it is still a fresh start, and I'm hoping we can check some of the things off this list. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Put a comment down below telling me what you did for the holidays. Did you get any cool gifts? Follow me on all of my social media. Links will be in the description below. You can click over here to see my last video, or over here to see recaps from other years. I love you all so much. Thank you for 460 subs. Subscribe if you haven't, and peace out.